All right, cheesers. So today I'm doing a video, rare Luch commentary video on the main channel. We're gonna be talking about some MW3 news and stuff, and hopefully I can my voice can last for this video because I was just recording some stuff for Indie Hog, the new Indie Hog episode. And I'm already going through it. So hopefully we're good enough for this because I wanted to talk about this too. So we'll see what we can do. And I'm going to do this video, and I kind of want to do another one of those classic gameplay videos for, not just for a new map, for a new map that they put out in Infinite, but also I think they added a couple maps to the squad battle, and there was like kind of an update with Infinite recently. So I kind of want to do another classic gameplay video going over that stuff too. So I don't know when that'll come out, but expect that in the next few days to a week or so as well. So rare main channel extra content. Here we go. So I'm not going to go through this whole blog. You can read it if you want. Maybe I'll put it in the description if I remember. But I will briefly summarize it. I think that'd be the better way to do this. So they're going to reveal MW3 tomorrow. I don't know what the extent of that is. I don't know how much they're going to show in terms of like gameplay or whatever. But that is Thursday, August 17th. They're going to reveal it. I think 10:30 Pacific is the time they gave. You can convert that for your own time zone. It's 12:30 for me in Central. In this paragraph, they claim that they've had the vision to do these MW games back-to-back with MW2 and MW3 with Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward for a while now. I don't know how true that is, to be honest. I'm not going to go into full conspiracy territory, but in the release cycle for MW2, there was strong rumors about MW2 being the first game in the COD cycle, like breaking new ground with the COD cycle in a different way than this paragraph claims, right? This paragraph is like, oh, this is going to be different because it's going to be these two same series games back to back. What a lot of those rumors claimed is that MW2 was just going to be the game, and it was just going to be a 2-year cycle, and that what this MW3 is now, that it was going to be like a DLC, like a premium DLC. Maybe things just got misinterpreted because, to be honest, some of this stuff still kind of makes it sound like a DLC. But I don't know. I wonder what the truth is, because there's been plenty of examples of this happening with COD in the past. Specifically, my favorite example is Black Ops 4. If you guys haven't seen this, you can look it up on YouTube or Google. You could probably find it pretty easily. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube of like Black Ops 4 campaign, like deleted content, and just in general of the game deleted content. There's a lot of like deleted content Black Ops 4 stuff on YouTube that I find very interesting because I love Black Ops 4. A lot of that came out after the game was, well out for over a year or so. There was also a big article that came out about like the development hell that Black Ops 4 was in. A year after the game came out, like the devs confirmed that stuff. So there's like examples of stuff like this and plans changing, and Activision like moving stuff up for COD and putting it on the developers and stuff like that. There's plenty of examples of this happening in the past, and I'm just curious. I wonder what the truth of this is for them planning this from the beginning, like with those rumors in mind and a lot of the stuff that we knew about MW2 in mind. It's like, and then how MW2 played out. MW2 sold really well in the beginning, but I imagine that past that they probably didn't meet their expectations. Warzone 2 definitely didn't take off like Warzone 1 did. So I imagine in that regard, MW2 probably underperformed. Players are definitely down for sure. There's no way, like, player count for this MW19, it's got to be way down. It's got to be way down. There's no way. Of course, they don't release that shit, so only Activision knows, but they're down. They have to be. There's no fucking way. They just, come on. Like, Warzone, COVID time, MW19 versus this game, all the other competition, and how people look at this game. Like, there's no way. There's no fucking way. So it makes me wonder, like, was this the plan all along, or did they switch course because of the way MW2 played out? I don't know, and we may never know. But I find that interesting. But I don't want the whole video to be a conspiracy. I want to talk about some other stuff more. So yeah, so continuing the campaign and stuff. This says that it's gonna be unique, and this paragraph also sets up start new ones, settle old scores and start new ones. So it kind of sets up that there's going to be like that like Modern Warfare is going to be like the Black Ops series now. All right. All right. I don't know if I really like that. I personally, I kind of like. I don't mind Black Ops going on because they do a bunch of different shit. Like Black Ops Cold War is like technically part of the Black Ops series, but it's such a different game. Black Ops 4 is technically part of the Black Ops series, but it's so like Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3 are so different. Black Ops 2 is so different. Black Ops 1 is like nothing like the next three. Like I don't mind it with Black Ops because they're all so different. They all fit their own era and they all play their own way. Um, the Modern Warfare games start to blend together and feel the same to me after a while. So personally, I'd prefer it to just be a trilogy. This kind of suggests that that's not going to happen. We'll see. Not really a fan of that. We'll see. So yeah. So basically, in this next paragraph, there's going to be some bullet points about stuff that is supposed to be exciting. For the campaign, direct sequel. It's going to have Makarov. Cool. I still haven't played the campaign for MW2. I'm kind of over COD campaigns. Maybe I'll play it at some point before the next game comes out. Maybe I won't. We'll see. There's going to be the progression. So like from what I believe, like your weapons and what you have with your weapons, camo wise, and like what you got from the store wise, and then maybe even the characters too, that's all going to carry over into the new game. Again, things that make it sound like not a new release and more like a DLC. Again, like it's kind of weird. I don't know. Just thinking about it, I just think it's kind of weird. But that's something that's new and different. I don't know how to feel about it. There's just so many questions. There's just so many questions about it, especially when we get into the Reddit stuff that I want to pull up. So I'll hold back on that because the questions that are brought up with that make more sense when I get into the Reddit leaks and such. Did somebody say zombies? More information coming soon about Modern Warfare Zombies. The largest zombies offering to date. What a statement. My theory on that is that is not true for what you think it means. What you should think when you read that is like content-wise, right? That's what you would hope that means, is like largest zombie offering to date, like in terms of content. What I think it means is in Cold War, they did this big zombies mode, and in Vanguard, I want to say, I didn't really play Vanguard zombies that much, I'm gonna be honest. I want to say in Vanguard, they also like kind of experimented with it a bit. And my guess is that this is going to be some type of like Warzone zombie scale thing. That's my guess, is that that's what this is going to be. So when they say largest zombies offering to date, they don't mean in terms of content. They mean in terms of like large. Like it's going to be a big map, a big experience, which I would prefer just some classic round-based good maps and a lot of them. That's what I would prefer. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cooler. I tried it in Vanguard, didn't really care for it. I tried it in Cold War. It was kind of fun for a night, didn't really care for it. I'd like to see zombies just go back to classic. I don't think that's what this indicates. I could be wrong. Just reading between the lines here. This paragraph, this is just a bunch of bullshit. These are words that won't make sense until tomorrow, until they explain them. Aftermarket parts for gunsmith customization. The fuck does that mean? Tax stance movement? Oh god, what does that mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck this shit means. Who knows? Don't know what to think about that paragraph. This one kind of makes it sound like they want to make like almost like a Master Chief Collection type thing, where like all the games, like all the future games for COD are gonna be like in one spot, and you'll get to like handle your installs for them and your content for them, and like which ones you want to play and what modes you want to play, stuff like that. That's kind of what this sounds like to me, I guess. So that's interesting. I feel like they've been kind of doing that already-ish with the last few games and the main menu being all interconnected, but I guess this is different. New additions to anti-cheat, great. As well as new anti-toxicity plans to continue to deliver a fun, fair, and welcoming online experience for all players. I don't give a fuck about that. It's a game. Like, can't you just mute? Can't you just mute and block people? Like, I don't really care about that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care. COD's kind of toxic. Like, if it goes too far, sure, but like COD's kind of toxic. That's just kind of what it is. Like, I don't really give a shit about that. Roadmap of post-launch live seasons. That's good. That's good that there's gonna be a roadmap. That's good. Okay, so there you go. That's a summary of the stuff from the article. Now let's go to the Reddit stuff that I want to talk about. So first thing here, all 16 MW2 2009 lol, because you have to fucking clarify now. I hate that. All 16 MW2 2009 maps are confirmed for MW3. They released like a phone number or something a few weeks ago, or maybe it might have been a week ago. Honestly, it was recent as like a promotional thing. And if you text each map's name to the number, it'll send confirmation back. And you could go through them here. All these MW2 launch maps. I don't think the DLC maps are in there, but High Rise, Subbase, Estate, Terminal, Wasteland, Afghan, Rust, Underpass, Invasion, Karachi, Quarry, Skid Row, Scrapyard, Rundown, Favela, and Derail. They're all there, and that's awesome. There's a lot of classic maps there. There's a lot of maps that I like in there. There's some that are so-so, but there's a lot of good maps in there. And honestly, the new maps for the last game, MW2, were so lazy that I am unironically excited for this. You can never win with COD, because if they do remake maps, there's always going to be the people that are like, oh, it's fucking COD, you're rehashing the same shit, but at the same time, you're going to have the people that are like, oh, and I swear there's a lot of crossover between these two crowds. The same people that are like, oh, but these old maps, they used to be so good. The old maps, what happened to the new ones? But then you throw in the old maps and they're like, I want new maps. It's like, what the fuck do you want? Like, I don't know. You can't please everybody, right? You can't please everybody. Personally, again, I actually like this because I think most of these maps, I think a good amount of these maps are good maps, and not all of them. Some of them, like Wasteland, I could do without. I get it. It's the meme, like, sniper map. It's not a good map. I'm sorry. It's just not. I like Afghan. Terminal's fine. That's my hot take. I don't really care for Terminal as much either, but it's fine. I kind of like Estate for whatever reason. Subbase is decent. High Rise is great. High Rise is great. Skid Row is also great. Scrapyard's also great. Favela too. Like, there's a lot of maps in here that I really like. And then you get the meme maps too. We could do our stupid sniper 1v1s on Rust. Like, that's great. So again, I don't love every map in the list here, but enough of them are good. And the maps for MW2, the last game, were so lazy because they were literally, I don't think any of them were actually like designed maps. They were all Warzone spaces enclosed and called it a multiplayer map. That's what they all were. So some people might look at this and be like, oh my god, we're getting our first COD with no new maps. I could argue that in a way, last game was like that, because aside from the DLC stuff, I'm not even sure. I'm honestly not even sure. That the DLC stuff for MW2 might have been the same. I'd have to think about it with remakes as well. I'd have to go through. But the base game release maps for the last game, MW2, none of them were actually like made from the ground up multiplayer maps. They were all cut sections from the Warzone map. So you could argue that even last game didn't have like an actual made for multiplayer new multiplayer map on release. So you might like look at this and think about that as like a negative, but it's like, dude, honestly, I'll take these like actual work put into them remakes of these maps over just cut sections of a Warzone map. Like, I would rather have this, I'd rather have good new maps, but it doesn't happen very often. They haven't been great in the last few games. Like, if we're going to have a choice between what the last game did and what this game is doing, I think I want what this game is doing. This seems way better. I'm more excited about this. Oh, god damn it. Why do I have two of the same link? Oops. I don't think there was a third link. I think there was just two things, because I'm pretty sure this has all the other stuff that I wanted to talk about. I don't know why I had two links open to that. This is a good one. This is a spicy one. This is shit that I want to talk about. So the maps thing, I'm excited about. And there's a lot of stuff in this tweet that I am very excited about. So let's go through it. Modern Warfare 2, and this is what we just showed. Modern Warfare 2 2009 remastered maps. Perks categorized into pieces of gear. Now, I think when a lot of people see this at first, they'll be like, oh, what are we, like, reinventing the wheel? Like, what is this shit? Like, whatever. We'll have to see how it's implemented. Honestly, the way that this sounds, or the way that I think this will work, actually doesn't sound that bad. All that I think this will be is that the different pieces of gear are going to be like the different perk categories, like perk 1, 2, 3, 4. And the perks that are in them will be like themed to it. So like, for example, the boots will probably have Dead Silence. It'll probably have like Marathon, Lightweight, like those types of stuff. The gloves will probably have like the things like Sleight of Hand, Vest. I don't think they'd have Juggernaut or Stopping Power again, but like something like that for the chest. Maybe like the Sniper perk where you get to like hold your breath longer. Like something like that would make sense for the vest. Maybe, I don't know. And then the helmet, maybe stuff related to like, I don't know, like vision things. Maybe like the radar perk that like increases your radar range. Maybe that's there or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it'll be themed with it, and I think it's just gonna be like, it'll still be like multiple perks, but they'll just like theme them in this way, and maybe it'll affect the way your character looks. I don't know. We'll see how it's implemented. It's interesting. Ninja perk. W. And honestly, Stalker too. Like, well, the Stalker perks is fine. It's whatever. But Ninja, I am very, very excited about. Extremely excited about. MW2 suffered greatly from not having a Dead Silence Ninja perk. And if this game actually has one and it actually functions properly, this game is already better than the last game. I'm not kidding. Like, that alone, it's already better. So I'm very excited about that. 150 health. Now, this is an interesting one because, like, obviously it depends what the damage values are, right? Like, 150 health doesn't really mean anything, right? You could have 200 health. You could have your characters be 1,000 health, right? You could have your health count be 100. You could have your health count be 1,000, and depending on what the gun damage values are, your time to kill could be the same. So what I'm assuming, I would hope, I know this sounds like I'm being dumb, but you never know with how dumb COD devs are. I'm hoping that 150 health, what this means is we're getting a longer time to kill. That's what I hope this means. We have to see what the damage values are. It doesn't necessarily confirm that. Sadly, it doesn't necessarily confirm that. But it implies it. So I hope that that's the case. And if it is, again, we need a longer time to kill. We need a longer time to kill. MW2 and MW19, it's literally just like dead. Like, it's instant. It's bad. We need a slightly longer time to kill. It doesn't need to be like Halo or Apex length, but it doesn't need to be like Counter-Strike one tap. It needs to be like a nice, healthy in the middle, and this indicates that maybe we're heading that way. Major W. Major W. Classic minimap. Like, let's go. Ninja perk, 150 health, classic minimap. This is good. This is good stuff. Yeah, I don't know why Infinity Ward wants their games to not have the classic minimap. I don't know why they're so insistent on it. I don't know why they prefer it that way and why they're so hard-headed and stubborn about it. It'll never make sense to me. And again, the Ninja perk and classic minimap, like, these two things combined, this game is like that much better than MW2. Like, last game, like, here, this game is already, I haven't even seen gameplay, it's already here. In comparison, like, this is great stuff. I hope this is all true. War mode from World War II. That's interesting. We'll see how that plays out. Reload canceling. Like, we just keep going down the list of W's. Like, I hated, it's such a little, like, it seems like such a minute thing, like, not that big of a deal. I am as old school as I can be for how old I am, shooter gamer. I like reload canceling. I do it muscle memory at this point. And like every game, like, I do it instinctually. I don't even try to do it. I just do it. And MW2 messing with that, fuck you guys. Like, seriously, it's such a stupid thing. I get it. It's not realistic. Ooh. Like, fuck cares, bro. The fuck cares. It's a cool mechanic that adds to the gameplay. And it's fine. It's fine. Not everything. It's COD. Not everything needs to be 100% realistic. You know, fucking soldiers with 200, 300 pounds of fucking equipment slide cancel gliding across hard grass terrain, as if they have fucking butter on their like their knee pads. That's not fucking realistic, but we're fine with that. You know, them having so much energy to tack sprint across the map at ridiculous speeds, that's not fucking realistic. But we're gonna draw the line at like reload cancel. You know what I mean? It's like, why? Like, just reload canceling's fine. I'm glad it's back. It's a great thing in every FPS game. It should never not be a thing. Slide, well, funnily enough, because I was talking about that wasn't even on purpose. Slide canceling, I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it's implemented, because I was not a fan of the slide canceling in Vanguard or MW19. In Cold War and Black Ops 4, I honestly don't think it was that bad. I think it was more balanced in those games, and I was kind of fine with it. But the slide cancel in Vanguard and MW19 was just too much. I'm not a fan of it, so we'll have to see how it's implemented. This could be... I wouldn't necessarily say this is a W. I'm kind of like neutral on this. Leaning negative, but kind of neutral, personally. I don't know if everybody's going to agree on that, but it just depends on how it's implemented. Because, again, I think Cold War and Black Ops 4 slide cancel was fine. I'm not a fan of the slide cancel in MW19 and Vanguard. MW2 bundles, weapons, and operators carrying forward. Again, it's interesting. My whole thing is the balance side, because like 150 health, it seems like this game, with this game's weapons that it's introducing, it's going to be balanced a lot differently. So are they going to do a good job of balancing those MW2 weapons that they're bringing in with the MW3 stuff? You know, is that going to kind of kill it a little bit? Like, kind of kill the vibe on this idea? I don't know. We'll have to see how it's implemented. Oh my god. The list of W's keeps getting greater. Map voting. That's another one. I really hope this is true. I really hope this is a thing. I've wanted map voting back. I want it in Halo too. I want map voting back in every game. I don't know why. If we ever got rid of map voting, I understand why. It's because the 10% of people that, you know, like playing on fucking Snowbound versus fucking Guardian, you know, got upset. But map voting should always be a thing. I want to do a COD example for that. What would be a COD example? You know, the 10% of people that rather play like Piccadilly over Gunrunner, or like man, what's a bad Black Ops 2 map? That's not even easy to think about. Like Carrier. Want to play like Carrier over like Slums or something? You know, those people got upset, so we got rid of map voting from games for a while, I guess. Yeah, map voting should always be a thing. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, ranked, sure. Ranked cannot have map voting. That makes sense. But, like, public matches should always have map voting. Yeah, it's stupid. I'm so glad that this is coming back. And this is what I was alluding to in the blog post. Outbreak Zombies mode by Treyarch. And that's the Cold War. That's the big thing. Like, I mean, it's Treyarch Zombies. Like, maybe it'll at least be different. Or decent is what I meant to say. But man, I just do not care for the big mode. I like round-based zombies. It sucks that it seems like we're going to have to wait for the next Treyarch game to get some round-based zombies based off the sound of this. But yeah, I just don't care for the big zombies mode. It's just not my jam. I would love to have a zombies mode to want to play in a new COD game, because Spec Ops and Vanguard's zombie, like that stuff is just not good. So I'd love to have it, but I don't think I'm going to be very excited for this, so we'll see. But overall, the list of like leaks and stuff revealed, I would say pretty good. I don't want to, you know, get too excited yet, but I will say I'm actually optimistic. I think based off of the things listed in these leaks, assuming these are true, this is already better than the last game. A lot. Like, the MW2 maps, Dead Silence, 150 health, classic minimap, reload canceling, map voting. Like, I'm excited. I don't, like, is the game going to be good? We'll never know. Am I even going to want to get it? Am I even going to want to grind it, rather? Because I'll probably get it, but am I going to want to, like, actually play it consistently again? Because I haven't played a COD consistently since Cold War. The last 2 years I haven't really played consistently. I don't know. But I will say that this is the most excited I've been to try out a new COD game. Honestly, I don't even know, man. It's been a while. Like, maybe Black Ops 4. This is the most excited that I've been to try out a new COD game since then, I would say. I was pretty excited with MW19 as well, and then I played the game. Okay, so it's probably since MW19. It's just, I didn't want to say it, because... Oh, man. The way it turned out. Oh. But the optimism is there. I actually like the sound of this stuff, and that's a good thing. That I'm actually excited to try it. Like, that's great. That is a good thing. So, I'll be live tomorrow if you want to see, like, the reaction or stuff. If you're if anybody wants to see that, and I'll go into it. So like this video is over all the leaks and stuff, but I'll watch the reveal tomorrow live, and then I'll probably do a little talk and video about it afterwards as well. So if anyone's like around for that, or anybody wants to see that, I'll be streaming it tomorrow. Again, it'll be like 12:30 my time. And we'll see. Let me know what you think on this stuff in the comments. Again, I'm trying to be cautiously optimistic, but I gotta say, this sounds pretty good. So hopefully Sledgehammer actually does a good job and follows through, because this sounds great compared to what we've had. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, and see you next time, or tomorrow, for the reveal.